Hey, it's Griff. So it's that time of year. We're going to be going over my predictions for the 2018 XXL Freshmen. Uh, Crazy, 2017 is already behind us, but it's a fun time of year, I love when XXL kind of comes out with freshman covers. Not that they're, exactly right all the time. It's just kind of fun. It's in a way like the draft for rap or hip hop heads. It's kind of like, oh, who's gonna make it on the cover? Everybody has their predictions. So these are gonna be my 10 predictions of who I personally think that they're going to pick. Um, they're not my favorite artists or who I necessarily would have on the top 10, but I think they're the people who have had the most buzz in 2017 and are most likely going to get on the cover. So let's get right into it. At number 10, I have Princess Nokia. Princess Nokia created a lot of buzz about her through like Instagram. I think that's when I actually first found out about her, was like just on Instagram, and I actually followed her and found out that she made music, and I listened to the song Brujas when it was a single, and I thought it was dope. Like, she just had a lot of fucking aggression on the track, and just wanted to hear more from her. And then she came out with 1992, which I listened to quite a few times, and I just thought was very dope. There's a lot of good songs, and then like ABC's New York and Katana and Brujas was on there. But I think Princess Nokia deserves it just for talent alone. She doesn't have necessarily the most buzz about her. I think she probably, that's why I have her at number 10. I think she has the least amount of buzz, but at the same time, she deserves it. She's, in my opinion, the dopest female rapper out there, and there needs to be more dope female rappers. Enough of fucking Cardi B and Nicki, who are the same fucking person in my eyes. At number 9, I got Rockhampton. It would be difficult to put an entire group on the freshman list since there's like 6 or 7 members of Rockhampton, but I mean, there's no doubt about it that they've really taken the underground rap scene by storm. If you go on, any message board or anywhere and say like, oh, who's the best, who's a good rapper, I'm sick of all these mumble rappers out here, who's got bars, people are gonna say Brockhampton. That's the first thing that's gonna come to mind because, I could go on forever about it, but there's 7 different people that rap on it. I mean, you're bound to think one of them is dope. In my opinion, they're all dope. If anyone's gonna make this, I think it should be Kevin, who is the lead, the front man of the group. Just the amount of effort that they put in 3 albums in 1 year with tons of positive reviews, coming from fans and critics alike. In my opinion, they're a shoo-in, but we'll see what, XXL has to say. Number 8, I have T Grizzly. I'll be honest, I'm not a big T Grizzly fan. Not gonna lie though, he had some extremely popular songs. First Day Out, obviously, and then, From the D to the A, both those songs I was hearing all the time in 2017. I personally don't think that the man brings much of anything new to the table. He's not a bad rapper. He's not boring to listen to, but it's just, I don't think he's, deserves the nod, but I think he very well might get it for just sheer popularity of his songs. Number 7, I have Hooyah. Hooyah's been around for I'd say last like 2-3 years on SoundCloud with quite a bit of buzz. He has quite a large fan following. Me being one of those fans, I'm a huge fan of Hooyah's music and the Buffet Boys. I think he very well deserves this 2018 nod. Hooyah is one of those artists who, like Famous Dex and a couple other people that I have in mind, he should have got the nod in 2017. Now I think he's shown that he has the tenacity to, stick around and be a rapper that delivers the same kind of material that he started giving us when we all first heard him. Listening to the latest singles that he's released, his sound has not changed much, which is awesome to hear because that's, why we all like him in the first place, is his sound. So he seems to be wanting to stick true to his roots. I think Hooyah deserves the nod just for sheer underground prosperity. He's been alive and his fans have stuck with him since, day one. He's just had gotten more popular, and the music that he releases is not, in my opinion, getting worse. I think he's showing a lot of progress. He's getting better and better, so he's, in my opinion, a shoo-in as well. So at number 7, I know I said Hooyah. I know I'm probably being just a little biased there. I really don't think in my heart of hearts that he's gonna get the nod. Who I know will be on the list is Cardi B. I don't like Cardi B. I find her very annoying. Bodak Yellow. I personally didn't even fucking like the song, but god damn was that fucking song popular. So, sheer popularity alone, you gotta give it to Cardi. Number 6, I have Wi-Fi's Funeral. Wi-Fi's Funeral generated a lot of buzz through YouTube, and pretty much I would say just mainly YouTube. That's where I found about him. It's just suggested videos, but at this point, he's gone around and he's been doing the interviews and doing features on 88 Rising, and he's created a lot of buzz about himself that I know a lot of people are gonna be saying Wi-Fi's, and I think he for sure is gonna be. It was very tough to not put him in the top 5, but I think he's 95% sure that he's going to be on the XXL Freshmen, and one of those rappers that I think totally deserves it. I think he's absolutely fucking dope. He's one of my favorites to come out of 2017. Number 5, I got Rich Brian, or aka Rich Chigga. Recently changed his name to Rich Brian, which I think was a smart choice, but Rich Brian is, when you talk about Asian rappers, who are you going to name off? I mean, obviously you got Keith Ape and the High Brothers and Chris Wu and stuff like that, but in America, not overseas, you pretty much got Rich Chigga that's made a lot of buzz about him. I'm not saying he's the only one. Obviously, we have Dumbfound Dead, and there's, other Asian rappers. He's not the only one, but he's definitely created the most buzz when you think of 2017 Asian rappers. It's, Rich Brian. So, Rich Brian, just refreshing to see an Asian person. His lyrics, I personally don't like his voice at all. I think he's got some decent bars, but, I think people are just really excited to have an Asian person kind of be in trap music or, in the mainstream and really make a voice for himself. So, number 4, Trippie Redd. I think it's an easy choice. Trippie's had a lot of huge songs, Romeo and Juliet, and Love Scars. Very popular in the year. I think he's a very original artist. Apparently, I've heard people have said that he's copied Superboy's style. Personally, I think Trippie does that style far better than Supa. I don't really like Supa's music all that much, personally. I think he's got some great singles, but his full lengths just don't do it for me. Not that Trippie's, Love Letter to You was much better, but I think it had better songs on there than Supa's last release. So yeah, number 4, Trippie Redd, just sheer popularity and hit songs, he's got to make it there. Number 3, Lil Xan. I mean, Lil Xan Betrayed. Lil Xan was everywhere. He was on TRL the other day, which I found insane. I saw this kid on No Jumper and Lyrical Lemonade, all these little underground YouTube channels and then I never thought he would blow up to what he is right now. I always thought he would make it, kind of like in the underground. He would be something. I didn't think he'd be nothing, but to be as big as he did, to make it on MTV, that's pretty... With the name Lil Xan, that's insane. But, as big as Betrayed was, he's got to make it on the XXL Freshman. Number 2, Lil Pump. Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. That is what I have to say about Lil Pump. It's kind of the same way about Lil Xan. Is I never imagined Lil Pump to get as big as he did. For Lil Pump to just, blow up, I was fucking with him, since D-Rose. I thought that shit was just, fire as fuck. Just a dope-ass trap song. And then, he's released all these other singles like Boss and Molly, and damn, I was like, dude, this guy's fucking up next. He's the real deal. But then for Gucci Gang to get 500 million plays, or it's probably close to 1 billion at this point. That's just insane. I don't think anyone saw that coming. So Lil Pump, regardless of Gucci Gang, in my opinion, he would make it on the XXL Freshman list. But because of Gucci Gang, I got him at number 2. Number 1, my favorite rapper currently amongst modern rappers. My favorite is Ski Mask, the Slump God, and that's what I have at number 1. If I made a video last year, I probably would have put X at number 1. Now in 2018, X and Ski Mask aren't really friends anymore, or I should say are moving apart from each other. which I think is a great thing. I think X is a very emotionally unstable person. He has a lot of mental health problems that he does need to get taken care of. It shows in his music and on his social media and everything, but it's not it's not pretty obvious that X is not emotionally stable. So I think it's very smart for Ski to move away and go on his own, because what the thing that turned a lot of people off with X is him releasing I don't know what the fucking Make Out Hill or whatever it's called. Like I really do not fuck with the new X at all. But having that Jocelyn Flores sound, and having an album where when you think of X, you think of that fucking distorted crunchy bass and some boys screaming over the track. But that is not what you got on his latest release, and I think that's what turned a lot of fans off with X. I still think he does have potential. But going back to Ski Mask, Ski has not changed his sound since day one. Has such an original flow. Just a breath of fresh air when I hear his flow, and his lyrics are just fucking awesome. As like a nerdy white kid that loves fucking rap music, I identify with Ski Mask lyrics so much. Just like video game and anime references, and all the other trap references like Pussy Money Weed, of course, but the way he does it is just so original. His metaphors and similes are just always on point. In my opinion, XXL's number one pick, without a doubt, Ski Mask the Slump God. So thanks for joining me. I hope you've got a little bit of information on this. If you disagree with me or you agree, throw it down in the comments. I'm glad to hash it out with you. Thanks for joining me for this one, and have a good one.